Hey, welcome back. Well, we are joined here with Greg Womack with the Community Blood Center of the Ozarks and Fayetteville Police Sergeant Stephen Mock this morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Now, they're here for a very important reason today. The Stephen Carr Memorial Blood Drive, that is happening today. So let's talk about the goal of this, where it's going to be.
Yeah, well, the goal obviously is to get your blood.
Yeah.
we need that very precious resource. And so where it's going to be at this morning is going to be at the town center in Fayetteville. It's 15 West Mountain, right downtown off the square from 9 to 3.
9 to 3. And do you need an appointment to go, or can people just show up?
Greg, I don't think they need an appointment. They can show up.
No,
right?
we have plenty of capacity. Had a huge turnout last year, so we increased the goal, increased the staff, so we should be able to handle anyone who would like to come see us today.
Absolutely.
And Greg, how important is this blood drive for our communities? Are we in need here in Northwest Arkansas?
We are in need. We're seeing a historic usage of O negative especially. We just can't seem to keep enough on the shelves for local patients. And so the more blood drives we have, the more donors we have, the more O negative we end up with to help patients in critical emergency room situations.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit about Officer Stephen Carr. Behind this whole thing, what was his impact on the community?
Oh, in his short time, Stephen really made a great impact with our community. Just really well loved. I mean, if you talk to anybody who met Stephen, worked with Stephen, knew Stephen, were on calls with Stephen, or maybe had called and he showed up, to work a call. Everybody loved him. Just a gentle giant, a great soul. Just very, very missed in our community.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and just going off of that, he was such a loved person in the community. What do you think it would mean to him that y'all are doing something like this to help other community members in his name?
Sure. Yeah, I think we see this as a continuation of his sacrifice. He left a very real physical sacrifice for our community, right? It's just a way for us to continue that with a little bit of a physical sacrifice on of ourselves to give back to our community. Yeah. He gave his blood, his life's blood, for his community. And so we endeavor to do the same. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's the least we can do. And let's talk a little bit about how long you guys have been doing this blood drive and how it's changed over the years.
I think it's our 6th year.
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, we've seen growing participation. Last year was the biggest turnout that we've ever had for this particular drive. So it's really gratifying to see the community responding in such a way to support local law enforcement, to remember the sacrifice of Officer Carr. And I think just the overall spirit that comes with this kind of an event really makes it a big positive impact for our community, for our local law enforcement, for the blood bank, and of course, ultimately for patients in our Northwest Arkansas hospitals.
Yeah, and what can we expect? To say when you get there, you show up, how long usually will people be there? What do they need to know?
I tell people to allow 1 hour. Typically, it's 35 to 45 minutes. There's a very brief history and screening process where we check your pulse rate and your iron and your temperature, make sure it's safe for the donor. And then they go and make their blood donation, which for most people is 5 or 6, maybe 10 minutes at the most. And then we have a junk food buffet with all kinds of drinks for everybody who comes and donates. And this year, we have a special T-shirt that we're giving away to all of our donors, as well as a pair of free passes to 4 different destinations where people can take their kids this summer. If mom and dad both donate, then they get 4 free passes to Ripley's Believe It or Not, or Turpentine Creek Wildlife Refuge, and a couple of others.
Wow. That's awesome. And for people who've never given blood, but they want to go out today, what are things they need to know before they get there?
That is a great question. For giving blood, you definitely want to make sure that you've had a good hearty meal ahead of time, not right ahead of time, but before you come and donate, and then being really well hydrated. And then the third thing is just make sure you have a picture ID with you.
And then Sergeant Mock, what do y'all hope that people will take away from this blood drive and remember about Officer Carr in the meantime?
Yeah, his sacrifice, the sacrifice for his community, our community. And that's how we can kind of tie into that. We're all in this together. You don't know whose life you may save by giving blood. He gave his blood, and so we're going to continue to do our part as well. We don't want to see the community come out and participate in that. We live in such a great community where people really pull together and help one another. So we're just looking forward to people participating, coming out, sharing that resource that they have that others may need, and just to think about those who have given the ultimate sacrifice for their community.
Yes, very well said. Thank you guys so much, both for being here. We sure appreciate that. And make sure you go today. What, again, the time was?
9 o'clock to 3 o'clock at Town Center.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much. All right, let's check in and get your weather with Joshua. Hey, Joshua.